Welcome back to another video from your friends here at Altitude University. I'm Chrion, and today I'm going to go over some of the most common drone filming mistakes and how you can avoid them. Before we begin, make sure to click the like and subscribe button so we can continue to provide you with more drone-related content. The first mistake is not planning ahead for weather and lighting conditions. One of the most overlooked aspects of drone filming is the importance of planning ahead for weather and lighting conditions. Weather can drastically affect the quality of your footage and the safety of your drone. Strong winds, rain, and even extreme heat can make flying difficult or impossible, leading to unstable footage or potentially damaging your drone. The weather and lighting conditions during your flight can also drastically affect the way your shots look and can lead to less than desirable results in cases such as weather being overcast or flying during midday when lighting conditions are harsh. How to avoid this? Always check the weather forecast before heading out to film. Apps like UAV Forecast can provide detailed information about wind speeds, precipitation, and no-fly zones. Additionally, consider the time of day you'll be filming. The golden hours shortly after sunrise and before sunset offer the best natural lighting, producing soft, warm tones that make your footage more visually appealing. I personally always try and shoot during the golden hours if possible because it provides much more pleasing results than shooting during midday. Next up is doing a proper pre-flight check. Skipping a pre-flight check is a common mistake that can lead to disastrous results. Without a thorough inspection, you might miss potential issues with your drone that could cause it to malfunction mid-flight, resulting in lost or damaged equipment. This is a step that is easy to overlook, but it is one that you'll be very glad you did in the case that you find anything wrong with your drone before you fly. How to avoid this? Before every flight, go through a detailed pre-flight checklist. Ensure your drone and controller batteries are fully charged, the propellers are secure, and the camera settings are correct. Also check for any firmware updates that might improve your drone's performance or fix any bugs. A quick check can save from costly mistakes later. Check out the link in the comments section to our video on building a pre-flight checklist. The third mistake is using the wrong camera settings on your drone. This is a surefire way to ruin what could have been an incredible shot. Whether it's overexposure, incorrect white balance, or the wrong frame rate, poor camera settings can degrade the quality of your footage. Even just small changes in your camera settings can be the difference between a shot looking amateur versus professional. How to avoid this? Familiarize yourself with your drone's camera settings and adjust them according to the shooting environment. Use manual settings to have better control over exposure, ISO, shutter speed, and white balance. For instance, lower ISO settings reduce grain in your image, while adjusting the shutter speed can help you achieve your desired motion blur. Also, always shoot in the highest resolution your drone allows and consider filming in a flat color profile like DJI's D-Log if you plan to color grade in post-production. This leads us to the fourth mistake, which is not using neutral density filters. Commonly known as ND filters, these filters are essential tools that many drone pilots overlook. Without ND filters, your footage can easily suffer from overexposure, especially in bright conditions. This is a big issue when it comes to setting your frame rate, since you will have to crank up your shutter speed to compensate for the brightness, causing your image to lack an natural motion blur. How to avoid this? Invest in a set of ND filters for your drone. ND filters reduce the amount of light entering the camera lens, allowing you to use a slower shutter speed even in bright conditions. This results in smoother, more cinematic footage with natural motion blur. It's a good idea to get a set of ND filters covering ranges like ND8, ND16, and ND32, or a variable ND filter to ensure that you can adapt to any given lighting situation. A fifth common mistake is not using good composition in your shots. Composition is key to creating visually engaging drone footage. Without proper composition, your shots can look flat, unbalanced, or simply uninteresting. Poor composition can make even the most dramatic landscapes appear dull. This is another area where just a small change can make all the difference between your footage looking amateur versus professional. How to avoid this? Utilize basic composition techniques like the rule of thirds, leading lines, and symmetry. The rule of thirds involves dividing your frame into a 3x3 grid and placing your subject along these lines or at their intersections. Leading lines guide the viewer's eye through the frame, adding depth and perspective. Symmetry can be particularly powerful in aerial shots, creating a sense of balance and harmony in your footage. There are many other composition techniques out there, but if you master the basics we just went over, then you can easily take your footage to the next level. And there you have it, 5 common drone filming mistakes and how to avoid them. If you're able to avoid all the mistakes we went over in this video, then you'll be well on your way to shooting cinematic, professional-looking drone footage in a consistent and safe manner. That's it for this video. Thanks for watching. From all of us here at Altitude University, stay safe out there and happy flying.